180!
2, 1. Hi lads and lasses, and welcome to Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave. Put a video out yesterday. I had a few comments on it, and one of the comments was from a chap called Tom Moor. Now what he's dead simple, very short question: how do I get a mechanical throw? Basically I think what he's saying is, what does a mechanical throw mean? Well, what a mechanical throw means is, as I'm sure you've seen, regardless of what walk of life you've come from, you've seen machines work. So if you've got a machine and it's got a joint at the bottom, a lever going up, a joint at the top and a piece on the top of that, every time you move that, it moves exactly the same. So if you made a mechanical arm which would rock backwards and forwards and mechanically would release the dart in exactly the same position every time, that would be what a mechanical throw is. And that's what I've set out, and what I've been doing for years is trying to perfect a mechanical way of throwing. Now the basis for this is dead simple. It goes right back to all the, if you go and have a look at some of the old videos that I've done, you'll see them, the volume and what have you is a bit scratchy on them, and they're not as professional as the ones that I do now, but they still convey the message. And the message is, you've got to get a good solid stance to start off with, because it's like if you've got a camera, as what I'm talking to now, and you put it on one piece of metal that comes up out the floor, as soon as you let go of it, it falls over, doesn't it? So that is not solid. It's not a solid thing to work from. Like a selfie stick, it's not solid. You look at the picture, the thing's going all over the place all the time. What you need to do when you're throwing darts is you need to be rock solid. That's why you get so many dart players, and there's quite a few of them, to be honest with you, that are on the telly, off the telly, on the telly, off the telly, because of their inconsistency. There's many players that show inconsistencies. There's one or two real top players like Anderson, Van Gerwen. Phil Taylor was the best one in the world, and then you've got Raymond van Barneveld, very mechanical, very accurate, throws that stay the same all the time. Even Van Gerwen, if you watch, even the way that he sort of like half tosses the dart from his serving hand into his throwing hand, it's absolutely identical every time he does it, and that's why he's so accurate. Same with Anderson, the way that he throws from his eye line and in front of his face. But if you watch him, slow motion it, if you can. I don't know whether you've got the facilities, but if you can slow motion it, you'll see that what he does is exactly the same every time. And that is the key to having, to becoming a good dart player, to having really good averages and having consistent averages. It's no good having, like, going into a competition and playing, and we've seen this on the telly many times, loads of times, even now, and the one that's starting today, this morning, the one in, I think it's Brisbane, will be exactly the same. You'll see somebody come in, they'll absolutely nail it in the first game, so they'll be in the zone in the first game, and the second game they'll fall to bits. And that's all about your consistency. A mechanical throw will give you a better opportunity and a better chance of being able to keep your throw consistent. And it's all a knock-on effect. It's all part of like the mental side of the game. Getting the mechanical side of the game right is fantastic for your mental side. And the reason for that is, if you've got a mechanical throw, it's very simple to repair what's gone wrong. It's very simple to go back to basics, and within a few minutes or a few hours, or maybe a day or two, if it's something that's sort of like something that's gone wrong in your mind and it takes a while to get it back to it, you can go back to this and start all over again. Right, so waffle over, and what I'll do now is I'll show you what a mechanical throw is and what I mean by a mechanical throw by demonstrating it for you. Right, so on to part 2. Right, now here we are in part 2. And like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate a mechanical throw for you. So you get a lot of people, and what I'll do is I'll demonstrate a non-mechanical throw in the first place for you. And some people will get the dart, they'll pull it back, they'll go over to one side, they'll be doing all this moving about and throwing the dart like this. So basically they could be doing this. Massively exaggerated, but I've seen loads of people throw darts like that. A friend of mine at one time used to throw his darts. What he used to do was the same as, there's a chap on telly who does it at the moment. He rocks backwards, rocks forward, and then throws the dart. Rocks backwards, rocks forward, and then throws the dart like this. Now that is not mechanical, and the reason why that isn't accurate and can never be accurate on a long-term basis is because there's too much into it. You've got all this going on, and you try to throw every one of these elements, every piece of that has to be absolutely pin perfect every time you throw to deliver a 180. Has to be absolutely spot on. Whereas if you stand on the hockey like this, you stand perfectly still and all you use is your arm. How much easier is it to get that perfect than doing all this while you're throwing or going like this? It's logic. It's logic. If you stop everything, keep yourself nice and still. All the top pundits do this. If you watch the last one, which was the Melbourne, if you watch the one before, which was in New Zealand, the commentators commentated on numerous occasions about people standing still, about keeping that accuracy, keeping your head still. Don't be giving it all this when you're throwing, because you're changing your eye perspective from where the board is. Somebody who's got normal vision and what have you, your head should be facing towards the board. Absolutely rock solid and still. Same with the stance. It must be on there no matter which way. Even if you stand this way towards the board, you've got to be rock solid and still. So what you need to do is get a nice rock solid stance. Your arm, your upper arm, here, your upper arm must be level. Obviously as you throw, your arm will come up, but when you're delivering the dart it must be level, because don't forget, as you're releasing the dart, which is here, that elbow is still level. As you follow through, your arm will come up, which is irrelevant because that has no effect on the way the dart flies whatsoever. Once you've let go of that dart, once it's on its way, it doesn't matter what you do, you can do whatever you like. It's on its way and it's left your hand, and as long as it leaves your hand while your upper arm is level, your forearm is absolutely vertical and your hand is holding the dart in the middle. So it's basically, it's a line all the way through, and that is a mechanical throw. The least differences you've got on it, the least differences, sorry, you've got in it, the least anomalies you've got in your throw, the least moving mechanical parts you've got in your throw, it's absolute logic that it's going to be more accurate and it's going to be more consistent, and it means that you're going to be able to play at a better level consistently. We've heard them on, again, with going back to the darts on the TV now, how many times have we heard them say it's alright having your A game, but it's your B game that counts? And if your B game is one notch behind your A game rather than 10 notches behind it, again, it's consistency. It's building that solid throw. It's building your mental side of the game, so you're confident. If you're good with your physical and your mechanical side of the game, it improves your confidence. It's all about, if you go back and look at the other video, the stairs, it's all about that. You start off down here, and as your mental side, as your physical side improves, your mental side improves, and then your mental side will improve and your physical side will improve, and you'll go up the stairs and you'll go, say we've got 10, you'll get to 8 out of 10 stairs, and that's where you'll sit. Every now and again you'll get into a place where all those dart players call the zone, and when you get into the zone, that is when you're playing at the creme de la creme of how you're able to play at that time. That zone does move, because some people's zone can be 75, 65, 55. In the thing, in your averages, but other people it's 100 plus, like mine. I run at 100 plus a lot of the time. Sometimes when I have a bit of a fall into bits, I'm down in the late 80s, early 90s, but that's c'est la vie, and then all I do is I build it back up again if I'm going to a competition or I'm going to do an appearance somewhere in a pub or in a club or something like that. Then what I'll do is I'll practice more beforehand, and it just fetches my game up a little bit. So right, hopefully that's told you a little bit about the mechanical throw, and what I'll do now is I'll do a little bit of a demonstration of the way that I throw. And if you're able to slow this down you'll be able to see that my darts fly straight and true. They don't do what a lot of people's do, all this wiggling about in the air, junking backwards and forwards and that. They fly very, very true. And that's where what a mechanical throw will bring you, and that's why I can throw different weights, different sizes of darts. I can deliver them all to the board virtually exactly the same, because the mechanical throw dictates that. $100. Very important that you get yourself on in the right place on the hockey as well. Oh, pulled the last one. 123. Right, now what I'll do is, I've done that, you've seen it from the front, what I'll do is I'll take a short video from the side, so on to part 3. So lads and lasses, here we go, part 3 from the side, mechanical throw. As I've said before, it's up, keep this all still, look straight at the board, so nose facing the board. My dart comes from just below my left cheek here. So it don't matter if I wear glasses, it doesn't catch them or anything. It's just far enough out so as it doesn't catch. $100. Oh, 140. $100. Right, real concentration now. $180. Right, 180. I'll just show you. There you go. And that is what a mechanical throw will do for you. As I say, I've just been throwing for a couple of minutes, actually doing a piece to camera. I'm not even concentrating properly. Done a 140, 123, 121, 100, couple of hundreds, and that's all just like one after the other. And it's all about getting that mechanical throw. The less anomalies you get into your throw, the more accurate and the more consistent you'll become. So lads and lasses, thanks for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it's given you a bit of a different perspective on a few things, one or two of the new subscribers. So as I say, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, donate if you can afford a couple of dollars or a couple of quid or a couple of euros. Don't forget, everybody who donates goes into the hat for the giveaway. That'll be being drawn on the 25th of this month, which is only about a week away. So that'll be excellent, that. So it's a cracking prize. It's a brand new Windmill Blade 5 dartboard, and it's a brand new set of Snakebite Peterite darts that'll be winging its way to you in the post wherever you are in the world. So like I say, donate, donate, donate. It's what keeps the channel going, and it's what keeps me being able to provide this content for you. Hopefully it's interesting, hopefully it's informative for you. So thanks for watching Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave, and don't forget, lads and lasses, as I always say, always, 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 totally okay!
Game, shot and match to Dynamite Dave.